Hi, this is Barry here. So why is it difficult for me to write? Now, in my own case, the times I found things difficult to do was because I set a high bar that I wanted to reach with my content. Now, this wasn't just in my writing, this was in my podcast, this was in my videos. Sometimes when you set such a high bar for your content that day and you don't meet that, it does get frustrating. Sometimes I might record a video here, and if it's not as good as I think I can get it, I record the video again, and I do it again, and I do it again. And you will find that the more times you do it, the more you lack confidence, and you kind of knock yourself because you say to yourself, well, why can't I get it so good? But you will find sometimes that, whatever content you can create today is the best you can do today. Now, you might find if you come back tomorrow, start writing, do a podcast episode or do a video, you'll find the content is better or it was easier to do. So you are going to be on this kind of, roller coaster, up and down, up and down. Some days are going to be great, some days are going to be okay, and some days are going to be bad. But what I would say to you is that if you find it difficult to write, just do the best writing you can do today. Tomorrow you could feel better. You might do better writing tomorrow. The next day you might even do better writing, and then the next day you might do poor writing. So just be aware that, not to have high standards, try and improve, but don't set it too far ahead of yourself that there's such a big gap that you just kind of get frustrated and you just toss it aside and you just say, well, I can't do it. So that's one thing I would recommend that you do, is not to set such a high bar. Try to do the best you can, but just leave it at that. The next thing I would say to you is that times when I have found it difficult to write, it's usually because I don't know what I'm talking about. For example, here in these videos, the reason I record a lot of these Q&A videos is because I'm not starting off with a blank page. I know exactly what to talk about in this video. I'm using this question as a starting point, and then I'm building on the content from that. So what I would say to this person, rather than just staring at a blank page, write an outline of what things you'd like to cover in that blog post. Or maybe if you're doing a fiction piece, work out the scenes, work out all the things you'd like to happen in that particular book, and then you can build on that. So you have the bare bones of a kind of a skeleton that you can build the body of your content on. But don't just look at a blank page. Don't just record a podcast episode or a video without not knowing what to talk about, because you will find those are the most difficult pieces of content. Put something on the page first, and then you can build on that. And then the third thing I would say to you is that you will find everything difficult in the start. Maybe you're just a beginner to writing, but you will find that as you progress, you will find it easier. And I think that the more times you do it consistently and regularly, the more you will see the improvement kind of grow from there. That's one reason I'm recording as many videos as I can at the moment, is to try and push myself that I will get better at it. I will feel more relaxed with it, but I'll also be able to see kind of an upward kind of, improvement in how I'm doing these videos. But if I only do one video today, one video next week, one video the week after, I'm sure you can see it's going to be really hard to work out kind of am I improving or not. But if I do it consistently every day, you will find that you'll see more of a progress, and it will motivate you to keep going. But in the beginning, it's going to be difficult. But when you think about it, if you start now, it's not like you're going to get any worse as a writer. You're not going to get any worse making videos. You're not going to get any worse making podcasts. You can't actually go backwards. It's always kind of forward progression you're going to make. And you need to be aware of that. Again, sometimes when we're starting off, we, again, set the levels too high. We don't want to start off at this kind of crappy point where we're a crap writer or a crap podcaster or a crap video creator. We want to be better than that. But sometimes you have to accept where you are, that you're just in a terrible spot. You're not very good at it, but that you will improve from that point onwards. So bear that in mind. As I said, that is one I have found it difficult to write, do videos, do podcast episodes, is when I have set such a huge bar up here that I just can't reach that level. When I'm recording the episodes over and over again and I get frustrated myself, it does knock your confidence and it does make you want to give up. So just do the best content you can do today. And then when you come back to it tomorrow, do the best content you can do tomorrow and the next day after that. And again, too, looking at a blank page is not going to help you. Write something down, even if it's just a rough outline, a bit of a scribble, something that you can start off on, and it does get easier after that. And you will find the more you do anything, you will improve. You'll never get worse at it. So bear that in mind. You might be in a bad spot right now, but the only way is up from here. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.